Good evening and salutations, my Days of Our Lives fans. I Talia is just becoming a worser and worser character by the episode. You know, she keeps going with this merry-go-round with him about how she doesn't want to do it. She doesn't like doing it. It's wrong. It's bad. She feels bad. Blah, 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 blah. But we have to sit there and remember that apparently this chick doesn't have a mind of her own. Because it gets to a point where Colin is just frustrated and they're laying in bed and he turns over and this chick says something that I was just like, you know what? I don't feel like there's ever gonna be redemption for her in my eyes. Okay? In my eyes, I don't think there's ever gonna be a redemption for her. They can try, but at this point I'm just over this character. She had the nerve to sit there and practically beg this guy to not be mad at her. I sat there, I was like, oh, you gotta be. I was so done. And of course, her dumbass is going to continue with this plan because, she just has to impress this guy. This guy is her world. I can't even be sarcastic about this. I just, I feel like I should be drinking something stronger at this point. Now, I'm going to be honest, I'm just not feeling bad for Chanel to an extent. When she's talking about, oh, I'm just going to stay here and I'm just not going to go to work and I'm just going to sit there and bake more stuff. And I'm just like, sweetheart, you don't actually have to worry about money or rent or anything. You have the audacity to sit there and whine and complain about, oh my God, my day is going to be so boring. I'm not doing anything and I'm like, shut up. Bro, you live in this house rent free. You don't have to worry about money. I'm sorry, but I don't really care about your woes at this point. I really don't. Now, Melinda comes over and she wants Abe to fire Rafe, saying that he's incompetent, this, that, and third, and he has to go. She needs somebody who's more of a go getter. And she actually says, I need somebody who's going to be able to bend the law. In the midst of breaking it at this point, I'm just like, how do you. So she wants Paulina to be the chief of police. She wants this loudmouth hef. I was like, Melinda, have you lost your goddamn mind? Like, I get that she wanted to try to appease him, but she could have literally picked anybody. Why don't you give Eric a job at this point? Because we all know that he don't have no job. I mean, yeah, he works at the bar, and his I don't know, his dad or whatever gives him some money, but like to stay and maybe get something to eat. But I mean, this dude doesn't have a job. I mean, hell, at least when he was a priest, he actually had a job. But whatever. So Abe was like, I'm not doing it, and Melinda's like, oh, it's gonna look bad in your next election, and I'm like, Melinda, how is your polls running for you being the district? Because isn't there like a voting process for that, or is no one else just is up to the task? Because I'm surprised by how many L's you took, that you still have the job that you have. That's amazing to me. I don't know. I could be wrong about the voting thing, but I'm just amazed that you still have a job. So just throwing it out there. Now Nicole, there was just reasons why I was just not on board this whole scene, and I understand that part of me part of me, it was heartbreaking to sit there and listen to the fact that she, has so many different miscarriages and challenges and things of that nature. That was heartbreaking, okay? Her not telling Eric and trying to protect Eric by being like, oh, I don't want to tell him in case it doesn't work out, this would be. Well, here's the thing. When it comes to Eric and AJ, tell them, let the chips fall where they may. Stop sitting there worrying about protecting Eric and protecting EJ and everything else. You have a lot less stress by doing that than just keeping it. And I get it. Your confidant, for smart reason, is Anna. Out of all people, but whatever. Like, what, you want to sit there and protect Eric at your own stress level? Come on, boo. He ain't worth that. Anyway, I guess Anna gives her some sage advice, and she goes to the hospital, and she runs into Sloan. Now, she runs into Sloan, and her prenatal vitamins dropped. And at this point, Sloan is like, Granted, she did sit there and ask Eric, did y'all use protection? And, like, because y'all were fooling around, and, Eric was like, listen, just keep it between me and you. Nicole's going through menopause. Just keep it between me and you. I mean, I know you don't like her, and I know you wouldn't possibly use that to throw it in her face as a weapon. I trust you. You have a really good track record, and defending clients that are, on the up and up. So when she came and she saw those pills right then and there. And of course, Sloan's sitting there lying to Eric, talking about, oh yeah, my brothers are, across the pond, and there's one point where Eric is like, given his, his need for revenge. Well, not his need for revenge. How hurt, traumatized he is from what Sloan said. He was like, do you think that Colin could be behind these whole attacks and everything? When he finds out that he was behind it, well, I guess he's gonna sit there and kick to the curve, Sloan to the curve. I wonder how long she's gonna sit there and spin this before he finds out that she knew. Because you can always sit there and fake it up until a point, but the truth comes out, kick to the damn curve. Now, after Paulina tells Chanel to shower up and everything like that, and they decide to meet the health inspector. The health inspector was called, from Abe's phone. They get down there, and you see Colin there. Now, a lot of people in the stream were sitting there saying that they're going to end this whole thing this week. This week is going to be, we're finally getting closer to the end of this whole Colin revenge thing, which is be great, because I honestly tell you the truth, I'm not a fan of Colin, and I think that Talia is just an absolute idiot and is pathetic. And yeah, she does come over Chanel's place to seduce her and break her heart because she's a moron. She doesn't know any better. But no. She knows better. She's just a moron, because she wanted to go back. When she found out that Sloan knew about Colin's plan, she was like, all right, let's go back to New York. I could be a doctor, and we just, do our thing and just kind of be where we were. What she doesn't understand is that she's been played since day one. She's been played since day one. She's so stupid and so pathetic that when she finds out that she's been played, and I know this sounds very dickish to me, I am not going to care. I'm not going to sit there and relish in it, but I'm not going to care. Because, yeah, she's just an idiot. That's pretty much all I got to sit there and say about this episode. If I did miss anything, please come to the live stream. Come through. going to be live streaming tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. We're going to be going over all the stuff. If I missed anything on Days, we're going to be talking about Days, GH, B&B, YNR. We're going to be going through all of it. So come through, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video.